We told you recommended the board a new softball assistant or whatever. Did you or did you not? Or did the board recommend it to you?
What if I told you this, because I cannot break executive session or, you know, what happens there. They say you can't vote.
Right.
Small town, people talk to board members, they shouldn't. Board members talk to parents, they shouldn't. I mean, they should just say, hey, I can't discuss that, and because it crosses the line of what they can do and then not do. But let's say there was a decision that one of the board members wanted to make, and they came to me and said, we want to see a change there. Do I say no, or do I do what they say? Or what if they talk to 2 or 3 and they say, we want this policy changed, or this coach changed, and they agree? Do I say, no, I'm not going to recommend that? Or is there a possibility that somebody wanted a change but didn't want to stand up to it and I had to make the recommendation because I have to recommend? Is there a possibility that happened?
No, sure there is. I think my biggest
I'd just like to know who the one person is that has that power on you to have you say, well, you just said that person.
I'd say if one person does, a board member, like your boss, if they come up and say, I want you to investigate this policy and change it, then I want to investigate that policy and do what my bosses say. And they have to vote on it. And they voted on it. So if the change was just me on any policy, I recommend, and they don't want to do it, they vote against it. They vote for policy changes and hiring and fires, that kind of stuff.
I want to know this just for my personal benefit. But I just want to see if you'll tell me yes or no, because I know the truth. Did Keith call you that day of that board meeting and ask you to be delayed on that agenda to the next meeting?
Yes. And
okay.
I had it on there.
But you didn't tell them that when we went in there that night. You said you had not heard from Mr. Lane. And that's when I stood up and said that's not true.